Hi everyone, I'm Tara Jones from PS Vitality Pro. We are going to be talking about PEMF therapy, which is PEMF, or Pulsed Electromagnetic Field Therapy. So PS Vitality Pro originated because I got into bodywork due to MagnaWave. And basically, it's a wonderful modality that I have made a full-time job among other modalities that we'll be talking about on this specific channel. And one of the things that I've always wanted to do is go through the body and show you some of the ways that I used pulsed electromagnetic field therapy. So MagnaWave is a wonderful company. I have two machines. I have the Julian Duo and I also have the Soul machine. They are both analog machines. And what I'm going to do today is I have my longtime partner with me today, Phantom, and she actually is coming out of semi-retirement and going back into work. So pretty much about 3, 4, 5 times a week, she's going to be receiving PEMF therapy. And this is going to help her muscles and her body to regenerate, to basically get oxygen pushing through her body and get all of the sore tension or areas where she hasn't really been using her muscles to get in shape so that we can go back to work. So it's basically a cellular exercise. I'm just going to turn on my machine. And Phantom is at about a medium intensity. I'm going to use the small loops, and you can see that these open. Great for knees, ankles, feet, areas where you need to keep the PEMF therapy in a locked up position, basically to keep it going through both sides of the body. So as I'm going through and just treating Phantom's area of basically her trapezius cervical and trapezius thoracic and down her shoulder, just through this video, I'm just going to basically explain the use of the different therapies and how I use PEMF to incorporate any type of wellness into my treatments or sessions. So basically at this point in time, I almost treat about 40 horses a week, which is, you might think that's a lot of horses, but it's actually not. Some barns I go out to have 6 and 7 appointments for me and the horses line up. Sometimes the treatments are weekly for a horse, some treatments are bi-weekly for a horse, and I have a lot of people that just do monthly wellness treatments to keep up with the modality, to keep their horse in basic good working condition. There's sometimes that I go out to treat a specific issue, and there's also sometimes where I just go out to treat a full body. So basically when I'm treating any horse, I like to go through the area of the spine because I feel the spine dictates what happens to the dynamics of the legs. So it's very important during every single treatment that I go out to do on a horse that I am treating the spine from the pole to the dock of the tail, because I really want to make sure all of those areas are moving, that the spine is working, that the horse feels comfortable in those areas, because my take on basic wellness is that whatever happens up top is directly going to dictate what happens at the bottom for the feet, the legs, and the lower extremities of the body. So we want to make sure that we keep the spine, back, neck, shoulders, withers, pole, sacrum, hip joints, hamstrings. I could go on and on of the areas that I want to keep in good working condition so that the horse can perform at its best. And that's really what we're after. So I don't know if you can see on camera, but you're going to see some fasciculation through the muscles. And that's normal for PEMF. It's okay to have those muscles moving. Horses have a lot lower magnetic field than people do, so it's not rare to not really get above a level 3 to treat horses. My smaller machine, which is a Soul, doesn't really have a super high level, but it definitely gets the job done. My Julian Duo that I run goes up to level 20. So you're going to have a lot more power in that machine, but it's very rare that I bring that machine out of 3 or 4 for horses. If I treat them weekly, I can usually get the horse up to a little bit of a higher level, and so on and so forth. So as we're going through Phantom's body, and I'm just staying in this targeted zone so you can see where we're going with this area, the forehand or the thoracic sling area of the horse's body holds a lot of tension because a lot of the horse's weight is distributed into the forehand. So it's very important when I treat any horse that I make sure that this area is definitely opening, that it's starting to release, that the areas of tension are coming to where they're actually generating and oxygen is moving through the body. And as we treat, again, I'm just going to go down the spine and I'm going to hop the PEMF therapy down the spine. I don't always use this attachment. There's many attachments I can use during a treatment, which makes it very versatile. You have to know your coils and know what each coil produces. And to basically make a long story short, I love to do different treatments every time I'm out to treat a horse because I feel it's very important. Just like if you were to go to the gym and you ran on the treadmill every single day for 20 minutes and you don't really change intensity and you don't really lift weights and you don't do anything else to change the course of your wellness, you're probably not going to have really wonderful results. And that's what we're after during any treatment session, is that I'm basically bringing the muscles that sit in atrophy as well or don't get as much work as the muscles that the horse uses frequently, that I can get those muscles to start moving and actually pulsing to get contraction and release through those muscles. So a treatment usually lasts about 40 to 45 minutes. I also do other modalities with my PEMF therapy treatments. And that's to help ensure that I can get the most out of the horse for my clients and for the horse's well-being. I definitely do a lot of research and a lot of studying, but most of my therapies are going to revolve strictly around MagnaWave because I feel like that is your basically intro to the whole treatment. MagnaWave is such a wonderful modality. It's got so many wonderful health benefits. You can go to my website, psvitalitypro.com, and see a lot of the write-ups and the research that I have on that page. You can go to MagnaWave directly and see all of the research that they have backing such a wonderful modality. And it's been a couple years now that I've been a PEMF practitioner, and I always am adding on new modalities to help the horses to get better results and get longer lasting results. So we're going to keep treating Phantom here, get some of her muscles really moving. She's got big news coming up. She's definitely coming out of semi-retirement. She's going to have a really cool performance that's coming up that has been on my bucket list ever since I began as a trainer. And I just wanted to share a little bit about PEMF therapy and how I use it and what the uses for it are. So once again, I'm Tara Jones from PS Vitality Pro. Thanks so much for watching.